Thank you. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki defending her time as spokesperson as she is set to leave the post at the end of this week.
Myself to a very high ethical standard. People judge me by how I engage and interact with reporters, and I think it's been clear I've treated everybody the same from the beginning, and that's been a point of pride for me.
Joe, Concha is here with his take, so you just heard Jen Psaki there. But of course, she has gotten into some serious sparring matches with Peter Doocy. Watch this.
Tell me more, Peter. I'm sure this is going somewhere. Let's see. To the let me finish.
An executive order his
Peter,
first week that halted new oil and gas.
Let me give you the facts here. Well, Peter, let me just take a step back and explain to everyone how diplomacy works. Did I say it's not a political issue?
Yes, you actually said some call it a political issue. It is not.
All right, so as she is set to leave her post, how would you grade her as press secretary? Is that normal sparring between a reporter and press secretary, or is it something more?
4 syllables come to mind when you just played that montage there, Carly Todd. Condescending. Right? She was patronizing constantly to Peter Doocy, to Jackie Heinrich of this network. Whenever she was asked a question where she was challenged, she acted like she was somehow above the people that she was speaking to. It's very clear if you just watch the daily press briefing, as we all have over the last year and a half. And she used her official White House press secretary position to disparage this network, which competes, and that's a generous term for MSNBC, with her future employer, her 7-figure employer, in MSNBC. And this is a press secretary, excuse me, who, after signing with the network, had the audacity to say that Peter Doocy had his questions written for him, you know, because he's only covered Washington for well over a decade and needs his questions written for him. Of course he doesn't. It doesn't. It's ridiculous. And it's a lie. She knows it. And she said it anyway because that's what her future employer would want her to say. Jen leaves for a network where one of its primetime hosts, Joy Reid, claims that the media only cares about Russia's insidious invasion of Ukraine because white people are involved. The same primetime host who just called the Supreme Court, quote, a pro-just white Christian court, unquote, you know, because Justice Thomas and Justice Sotomayor, they don't actually exist. And she goes to a network where its highest rated host gets a 6-day weekend from the network while working once a week in Rachel Maddow. And her replacement, by the way, in Karine Jean-Pierre, talk about a conflict of interest. She's married to a CNN political correspondent. So in the end, Jen's legacy will be that she was tasked with defending the indefensible, and said some pretty craptastic statements along the way. Jen Psaki, you know, good luck to you as you go to MSNBC, but her departure over the last month and a half after she signed with the network and yet remained White House press secretary is anything but of the highest ethics that she claims, guys.
You talked about defending. She also defended President Biden's lack of interviews, even though, you know, he's only had 1 media interview this year. Listen.
Wow.
I would say the president speaks to the American people nearly every day, sometimes twice a day.
about talking to journalists.
Well, but I think our objective and our role and our focus here is speaking to the public and certainly engaging in and valuing a free press.
Joe, doesn't that miss the point? Because the role of the journalist, at least it is supposed to be, is to ask the questions that the American people would ask if they were in the room with the president. It's not to have the president go up there, give a soliloquy, and again, that's generous to the word soliloquy. It's to answer questions.
1 broadcast news interview, guys, this year, you know, once. And it was during the Super Bowl, which is kind of a tradition, I guess, and that was a softball interview as well. And to say that, oh, yeah, he speaks to the American people every day. He speaks to the American people, I guess, by either putting out a statement written for him or reading something written for him in a teleprompter. No, that's not speaking to the American people, Todd, to your point. During an election year, I would think a president who received more votes than any president or at least candidate in history history, would do more interviews in defending his agenda, and instead he's basically been hiding behind his press secretary, who is now departing. No, Joe Biden is not seen as transparent, is not seen as taking the tough questions at this point. That's very clear, and that's why he's at 33% approval right now in Quinnipiac latest poll.
Yeah, one of the reasons. We just had the number up 88 days since Biden's last interview. We'll have to wait and see if that changes. Joe, thank you.
It won't. All right, guys, take care.
Appreciate it.